Hello guys, welcome back to my page, welcome back to my channel. Now today I want to touch on a topic that's causing a big hoopla on TikTok and on YouTube and social media though, because frankly, we have a lot going on in the world, but this is the main priority and things like that. This situation is a hot mess, but I want to give my opinion on this whole debacle and give my opinion and let y'all know how I feel coming from a black person's perspective and things like that. Now, hold on, I was playing the video. Sorry if y'all heard the audio though, but today I'm talking about this situation regarding this UFC fighter, and him and his wife adopted two young black boys, and he's their adoptive father, and him and his wife, they're their parents now. And this young black lady actually went on this whole rant on social media of why do white people adopt black children and things like that. Then of course, all the white people got in their feelings saying like, you're racist, you're wrong, you're so mean, let these kids be, and it's a happy family and things like that. And of course we have some ignorant white people calling her all types of names, and the racist people brought out though, but then you have some legitimate white people who were in their feelings and just saying, I don't see color. I don't see color when I'm adopting children. I just see a child in need, and I just want to help out, children and things like that. They're not colorblind when they're adopting children and things like that. It's always black people who have to bring race into everything too. And it's fine and cool that you're colorblind. Okay, now for all the white people out there, let me just say this though. For all the white people out there, hear me out before you bring out your pitchforks and before you get upset though. All right, because for all the white people who got upset about what this young black lady said, you obviously didn't watch the whole video. All right, watch the video, move your emotions aside, and hear her out for a second though. So I'm about to play the video right now. Like, I'm about to go on my TikTok and give my opinion on her video, but then I'm gonna let the video play and then give my opinion afterwards. So check this out. The quote Lovely T, check this out, and I'm about to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Why do white people adopt black children? It's a real question for me. Why do white people adopt black children and then say things like, I'm not raising black children, I'm raising children? Oh, are you? So this is UFC fighter Michael Chandler, and this is his wife. They've adopted two black children, and he recently did an interview where he stated he's not raising black children, he's raising children. And while I understand that he thinks that he means well by creating this piece of, I don't see color, let me tell you why that's a problem. Even though you claim that you and your wife don't see color, the world does. This is America. And so when those children look at you, this can be problematic because it ignores the racial and cultural identity of the child. By not acknowledging the child's racial background, you're going to inadvertently neglect certain aspects of their identity, which is black. You're going to neglect their experiences. You're gonna neglect what they may go through when they get out in the real world, because they will not be treated like you. So when you say that you're not raising black children, you're only raising children, how are you gonna explain to them when they get treated different in the schools that you put them in? When they get treated different out in society? When they get treated different in the workplace? How are you gonna explain that to them? Is race going to come up then? Another reason why I don't understand why white people adopt black children is because a lot of times white people are not around a lot of black people, right? And so you're only gonna have these black children around other white people, and I'm just assuming here, I don't know him personally, but I'm just saying for the most part, whenever we see white celebrities adopt black children, they have them within their group of friends, right? All white people. When they're not just, even though you're raising them, you want to expose them to their own culture. Do you have any black friends? Is there any type of cultural significance you can give these children? Any shows? Any areas? areas, any schools, anything to show them somebody who looks like them and not just like you. When these children grow up, or what we see most of the time, when these children end up growing up, they feel lost in the world and they don't know where they fit in. Because on one side of the spectrum, you really don't fit in with the black population because you've been raised as white even though you are black. Then, on the other side of the spectrum, you're around all these white people and they don't 100% accept you because at the end of the day, you're black. So, with all of these complexities, why would you not acknowledge or raise your children as black children to prepare them the best that you can in the world? This I don't see color mentality does more harm than good. Because while you claim you don't see color, we know you do. And that's not a bad thing. That's not to say that anybody's racist or anything like that. But when people claim that they don't see color, you do. Because you're not blind. Everybody sees color. I'm looking at this picture right here and I see a white wife and a white husband and black children. So everybody sees color. And guess what? When they go out in the world is also going to see color. So I hope all the backlash that you've been getting for that interview that you did will enlighten you and your wife a little bit to open up your mind and give these children the best upbringing, because we know monetarily you can. We know monetarily you're gonna give them the best life that they can have. They're probably gonna go to the best schools, best food, best area. That's all fine and dandy. But make sure you don't slip on that mental health. Because by raising them as not black children is going to psychologically mess them up. Why do white people...
So, yeah, she said what she said. She said what she said. And I saw nothing wrong with what she was saying since y'all saw the full video, though. Now, let me say this, too, though. Because I heard a lot of white people on social media and TikTok saying, why is there so many black kids who need to be adopted and things like that? Or like, you know, y'all give up y'all kids for adoption and put them in the system, which is true. I'm not negating that fact, too, though. But I still be concerned about black kids in the foster care system myself, too. Me, personally, I'm in my early 20s right now, too, though, and things like that. I'm not really stable financially, though. But like my mom, she has always talked about when she gets financially stable, you know, she wants to become a foster parent, though. It's tough. It's hard being to assign to be a black foster parent, though, in this day and age, though. Lots of avenues to go through, though. So I would love to be a foster parent for these black children, things like that. But I can't right now. But I still want to see the best possible upbringing for young black people who are being adopted, though. And I will say this, though, I have no problem with white people adopting black children, all right? Though, if you really I know there are some white people out there who sincerely have so much love to give. So much love to give. They don't want to just stop themselves and just be consistent with their proper upbringing and just, with their money and wealth. They want to use their money and wealth and give kids a better life. And I will always pat you on the back. But there are sincerely white folks out there who adopted black children. They didn't see color. They just saw a child who needed help. And they fell in love with these children, though. Losing Isaiah, I know that's based on, I don't know that movie's not based on a true story, though, but they actually took it from some real life events and stuff like that can happen, though. The white mother in Losing Isaiah, race wasn't even a hindrance, though. She didn't see color. She just fell in love, bonded with this child, and that was her baby. And so that's all this young black lady was saying, though. This young black woman had no problem with white parents, with white people adopting black children, but you cannot neglect and go back and try to ignore this child's history. Because you do have a black child, and you need to actually raise him to be a black child and teach him about his heritage. So I encourage all of white people who adopt black children, acknowledge. Listen. Y'all can't say you guys aren't colorblind. The world, I wish I could say y'all can be. I think you guys are lying to yourself, and you guys are colorblind a little bit though, because you people still see race. We can try to say we can hold hands and sing kumbaya, but this is America, all right? This is the world we live in. Though race is always going to be a factor. Y'all think if we just ignore issues, my nigga, things will just like and be. It would just go away. People will always see race. And she was not lying though. I'm not colorblind. White folks, stop acting colorblind though. When I look at this photo, I see a white man and a white woman with their black children, all right? And they have a black child. And you're saying I'm not colorblind, I'm not raising black boys, I'm not raising black children, I'm raising children. No, you are raising a black children, all right? And you cannot ignore their heritage in favor of your white background, okay? Because that will be detrimental to them as they grow up, like the young lady just said, though. They're gonna get into a real world and they'll expect all white people to treat them like you, like you. And you have to prepare them. There's gonna be some racist people out here. You're saying you guys aren't you guys claim you guys aren't colorblind, but the whole world is, you guys aren't colorblind, but the whole world is not colorblind. There are people out here who will see race first. They will not treat your child like how you treat your child, all right? If they get pulled over by the cops, they will beat you. When these two young men grow up, they get pulled over by the cops. The cops will not care if they have a rich white mom and a rich white daddy. They will get a ticket or get their behind beaten for just breathing, all right? And I encourage all white parents to stop raising your adoptive children, your adoptive black children, to be colorblind in the world, though. The world is not going to treat them like how you treat them. And that's going to be detrimental to them, too. Because they're going to grow up and notice that I have a white mom and a white daddy. They're going to assume all white people are going to treat them the same. No, they are not. So prepare them for the real world that people are not going to view them the way you guys view them. She's not wrong. This is not me racist being that way. White folks, y'all saying I'm not colorblind. That's not going to help nobody. Nobody. Good for you. The world, I wish there was more like you. The world is not like you guys. The world is not like you guys. And teach them about where they come from. Because you have a black child. Rosa Parks, Dr. King, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. And put them around children who looks like them. And I do want to comment on something though too, because like I've been seeing tons of black people even just say these kids are fine. Their father is a UFC fighter. He has money and things like that. Though money does not equate to you being a good person. Money does not equate to a mental proper upbringing. As a matter of fact, though, y'all think just because this guy has money, meaning that he's not capable of doing shady things. I'm not saying he is shady. I'm not saying he's going to mistreat these children. These children, but y'all think just because these white parents have money means that they're going to give these kids a good upbringing, nothing bad's going to happen to them too. There's been plenty of cases where white people have adopted black children from foreign countries though and used them as worker slaves, cooking and cleaning and slaving. And that this is not alleged, these are actually, you can research these stories. I'm not saying this family is like that though, but like a lot of black folks this be our concern with y'all. This be our concern with y'all. Are you really adopting these kids because you love these children, or is something shady going on? And y'all need to respect and y'all need to be respectful and understand where we're coming from when we're saying that. Why we're saying that? Because these cases have happened. Look at Madonna. Her allegations she has right now regarding the things she's done to her foster children. And then not to mention Charlize Theron, who adopted a young boy from Kenya, and she let her young black boy from Kenya transition at the age of 8. And make of that what you will. Y'all think just because he has money means he's not capable of doing shady stuff? Money does not equal that you're a good person. I'm letting y'all know that right now. That's where I'm coming from. And for all the white folks though who got all up in your feelings though, because she's being dragged up and down social media, if you would have watched the whole video and not get too much in your feelings, because y'all always be so quick to rush and say somebody is racist, and it's always the black folks who's picking up color. Color makes the world go round, people. You can try to stop saying you're colorblind. You're not colorblind. Listen, I know you have 2 black children. You have 2, he has 2 black children. Stop acting like race is not a factor when it really is. And I encourage this man right here to listen. You can give of course they're going to eat the good foods, go to the proper schools and get the best proper upbringing. But that's not all what a black person needs in life though. They need to learn where they come from. And don't try to whitewash them to fit your lifestyle. Teach them about their heritage, Africa. Not just Africa though. Teach them. I'm not even saying you gotta teach them about white music though. Teach them about the civil rights movement, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, like the people I just mentioned, Rosa Parks, and show them how far black people have come from, and all that stuff. So I'm gonna play this guy's video and just him saying I didn't adopt black children. I adopted children, and this video actually made me upset. But check this video out. I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
I'm not raising black children. I'm raising children. I'm not raising black men. I'm raising men. And whether you are black or you are white, no matter what race that you are, there are certain things about being a man and being a good man when it comes to character and integrity and safeguarding the helpless and sticking up for those who need it and being a good man of reputation. None of that has to do with skin color. Everything has to do with the character of the man. The beauty of being a man of faith is we were called for a time in a family such as this. This is exactly how God created us to be. This is exactly how my family unit was supposed to be. Before I was even born, this is exactly how it was supposed to be. Before you were even born, he knew that you were chosen for me and mommy, and he knew that you were going to have your skin color, and he knew that I was going to have my skin color, and there's beauty in that, and it's unique to a lot of people. It might be foreign to some people, but is absolutely beautifully God ordained, and it's something that is going to be a part of our testimony. It's something that is making impacts through a butterfly effect that we don't even understand yet. Whether it be people that see me from afar, people that see the way that I love you, the differences that we do have compared to if we did have the exact same skin.
Now, him bringing up the Bible, I do not care. It's just I'll leave religion out of things too, because religion is not even the answer to a lot of stuff too. Him bringing up the Bible and just saying we're all blah blah blah, kumbaya, and all this other bull-ish. I'm not really on board with all that nonsense anyway, though, because the Bible is fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, black and white. All right, though, black and white. I believe in God though, but I don't lose track, y'all. I do not lose track. I'm a black man. There are white people out there, and we have differences. A black person is not going to understand my struggle. A white person is not. I'm not going to understand a white person's struggle, and that is a fact, people. That is a fact, people. He's using the Bible as a crutch, using religion as a crutch to hide the fact, to just hide everything too, because he doesn't want to address everything too. Doesn't want to talk about the fact that he adopted black kids and just I just adopted children. No, you just did not just adopt any type of children. You adopted a child that's different from your race. And I'm going to keep these young boys in prayer. I know they're probably going to go to the best schools and do all this type of stuff too. I just pray that this white family respects them, their heritage, and just has them and just have them be proper young black men and know where they come from. I encourage you to teach your sons about who they are as black men. Black men. And also encourage black folks, when you get to money and position of power, you adopt black children too. I always say, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, though. We gotta stop putting our children in the foster care system and things like that. All right, it's not just black kids who are in the foster care system. It's tons of other children too, though. But like, if we want to, there are a lot of black folks who are against black babies being with white families. Though it's time for us to adopt. It's time for us to adopt, okay? When I get financially stable and things like that, and like when my mom gets financially stable, then, we probably have 15 bedrooms or, just come to the cashola. I would love to adopt as many black children as I can and give some children the best education possible and the best life possible and things like that, though. So for all the black people who are in their feelings, though, it's time for you to adopt and step up too. But then also, I wanted to drag some white people because y'all was just so quick to call this young lady every name in the book, saying she's this and she's that, and she's the reason why America is being held back. Though white folks, y'all are in no position to tell black people how to feel when it regards children of our race. All right, my heart goes out to black people because guess what? I am black, so I care about black people. These boys, I know these young boys. But I care about them because we share the same skin color. And this lady, she's talking about this young queen is talking about this because she's not even saying she's against this though, but she's just hoping and praying that this family teaches them about their heritage and where they come from. Don't just give them a white life point of view. Teach them how to be white boys. Teach them how to just be, don't connect to people of your own color and just be white and raise them as white babies and things like that. Though, is your son going to learn? Are your sons going to learn African language, Kenyan, Zimbabwe, Yoruba? Are you going to dress your kids in traditional African clothes? No, they're going to go to a cracker school. And read cracker books, speak cracker English, and wear cracker clothes. That's that. So let's just pretend like let's just stop the cap. Though he verbally said, "I'm not raising black boys. I'm raising black children. I'm just raising children." No, stop being colorblind. You're not helping these young black boys out by doing that. So when they grow up and grow up in the workforce, so they're going to expect every single white person to treat them like you. But then they'll walk into a job thing. Everybody, what you gonna do when your son gets called a nigger? Gets called the N-word? Experience racism because you didn't prepare them for that. You expect white folks, y'all expect when y'all adopt black kids, like they're not going to experience racism. Not every single white person is like you. Prepare them for the real world. Prepare them for the day Chicago or New York PD or whatever PD in any state you live in, they'll pulls them over for just being black. They don't give a crap about you having a white daddy. I guarantee you, when these young boys grow up, I'm not speaking to someone like that, but if they ever grow up and get pulled over by the cops, are they going to care that his daddy is a rich white MMA fighter? No. They will get the behind whoop like every other black person on the streets. And y'all think just because somebody has money and power, these white people have money and power, means that they are good people and things like that. Money and power don't equate to nothing. I just brought up the fact that there are cases where white people have adopted black children and use those children as worker slaves, slave and cooking, cleaning in the kitchen. And then I already brought up Madonna and her allegations with her foster children. And then you got Charlize Theron, who transitioned her 8-year-old son at the age of 8, transformed her son into a female. And this is no diss to the trans community. I'ma say it to y'all face though. I'ma say it to y'all face, and I'm not even scared. I'm not even scared of y'all. Y'all can kiss my da-da-da on this one though. I don't hate y'all, but y'all can kiss my da-da-da on this one. There is no way in heck an 8-year-old should be saying, "Oh, I'm trans." That's impossible. So she was grooming her son to be trans and encouraged him to be trans. So Charlize Theron can kiss the seat of my butt. I don't care how many of your movies be a blockbuster and things like that though. Charlize Theron, you can kiss my behind. And Charlize Theron, roses are red, violets are blue. Please go back to Africa and take your mama with you too. I don't play that mess. White folks, you guys not gonna have me bent out of shape. Y'all white folks, y'all need to learn to hear black people out before y'all get in y'all feelings. So at this point in time, no white person should be telling us how to think, how to feel, how to act, how to talk. I don't take none of that from no cockazoid. Okay? I don't take none of that from any cockazoid. So stop the cap. All this young lady was just saying, respect their heritage and where they come from, and teach them to be black men. And the world is not going to be as kind to you as we are. Y'all think if y'all just ignore racism, it's going to go away. No, that's not how things work. That's not how things work. And I heard I saw one white person leave a comment saying like, "Oh, if white people don't adopt kids, if white people don't adopt black children, we're racist. But if we do, then we're racist. So we can't win or lose, though." Truth be told, though, I'm an advocate for black babies being with black parents, though. If I had it my way, I would set it up for these black children to go into foster care, to go to a foster home where the mama is black and the daddy is black. Okay. I don't want y'all even touching our children. After all these stories, I saw in the news of these white people adopting black babies, and then when they grow up, they turn them into worker slaves. I'd rather y'all not even touch our children, if I'm being honest. I don't seek for y'all to exercise your white liberalness to adopt black babies. I don't. There's tons of Asian children, Mexican children who need assistance, but y'all always go for the black children though. Why is that? You know, that's all I got to say and things like that. And this MMA fighter, I know if he's watching this, so he's probably not even tripping about he's not even tripping about what I'm saying right now, because he could probably kick my behind and or like, you know, punch, like kill me with one punch though, or things like that though. Like, no shade to you though. I don't know who you are behind closed doors though. I don't know who you are behind closed doors. Okay? You really could be a good person. But all I'm saying, if you are listening to this is no shade to you and this beautiful family. All right. You're saying you're not colorblind though, but I encourage you to I encourage you to acknowledge your sons. Don't acknowledge them as just children. Acknowledge them as your young black children. They're black. They're black. You see black. So how could you say you colorblind? I'm colorblind. I don't see race. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Stop lying to yourself. You do, my nigga, you do. So now that we got that out the way, though, give them the proper upbringing. Teach them about African culture. Teach them about who they are and where they come from and things like that. Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, Dr. King, have them watch Roots, have them learn about where black people come from, the oppression they have went through. Teach them to be young black kings. Get back to their community and actually have them be around other black children. So they won't grow up in a white point of view and adopt everything you're doing, though. Because a lot of you cockazoids, when you adopt black children, like I just said, you have them speak cracker English, go to a cracker school, wear cracker clothes, and get a cracker education. Your children are not going to be speaking African, Yoruba, Zimbabwe, Trinidadian, and all this other African culture or black culture. Or at the very least, is you're going to have to listen to some old school Ron DMC, Tupac, or not even, how about some Rick James, some old school stuff, or like some jazz, some black jazz, or Aretha Franklin and Patti LaBelle, and like old school black songs though. Don't raise them off of that nonsense though. They're black. You are black men. Teach them about the soul and what makes black people be black and things like that. So that's really all I'm saying. I have no problem with white people adopting black children. You got the money, the funds. Do it. Give them a proper upbringing. Acknowledge your children as black and teach them about where they come from. All right. I'm signing off.